It was Visitor's Day.
7-year-old Ezekiel is a first grader from Cleveland who loves to read.
You need all the luck you can get.
And just be a kid.
I like to play games and have races and run.
But there was a time recently when he was so active, almost nonstop, that Ezekiel's mom started getting calls from school. His impulsive behavior was worrying his teachers.
A lot of destructive behaviors, tearing up the carpet, breaking things off just in class, things that he didn't do at home. But in school, he couldn't sit still when it was required of him to sit still for long periods of time.
Can't sit still, squirming, running around excessively. All kids do that, but these kids do it way beyond what their brothers and sisters and playmates do.
Dr. Mark Feingold is with the Department of Pediatrics at Metro Health. He also helped diagnose Ezekiel with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. Ezekiel's symptoms are now controlled with daily medication.
Our standard approach is to make a good diagnosis, an accurate diagnosis, and then prescribe stimulant medications and then add in counseling as necessary.
Now, according to Dr. Feingold, children with ADHD have a disconnect in part of the brain that helps them pay attention and organize their life, which is why everything can seem out of control.
I didn't want to believe it. I had a lot of pride about my parenting, and he was a good boy, and I wasn't going to believe he had a behavioral problem until I saw it for myself.
According to the CDC, approximately 9.5%, or 5.4 million kids between 4 and 17 years old have been diagnosed with ADHD. But that number increased 22% between 2003 and 2007.
I don't know if it's actually increased in an absolute way or we're just detecting it more.
Dr. Feingold says kids used to play more and burn off energy. Now they watch TV and play video games. But Dr. Robert D. Maria blames the increase on what they eat.
You see, the whole world is so much toxic today, they don't know where to go. People are tired of taking medicine.
Dr. Bob, as he's known, is a chiropractor in Elyria who's authored 7 books, including Dr. Bob's Guide to Stop ADHD in 18 Days.
Do you know why kids hate vegetables? Because they're exposed to so many chemicals today that are enhancing their taste buds that the average child today, I'm not even sure if they taste real food anymore because everything they eat has so many chemicals in it, their tongues are being tricked.
Those chemicals, according to Dr. Bob, are playing games with their brains. Simply put, he advocates healthy eating with whole grains and organic foods to help manage the symptoms.
There are 5 million children that have been officially diagnosed with ADHD. ADHD kids become ADHD adults unless they make some kind of huge lifestyle change along the way.
I think anybody who's promising an easy cure in 3 weeks is probably promising the moon.
Dr. Feingold says kids often outgrow the symptoms, but parents have to work closely with their doctor, which has worked wonders for Tiffany and Ezekiel.
I received his progress report. Everything was outstanding. I actually called the school and thought it was a computer error. I was in shock.
In Cleveland, Mark Zinni, Fox 8 News.